Yeah. And you know what? What's crazy is you can only I was trying to figure out why I keep bringing up that message so quickly because that's the like, hey, we don't have enough space message. Mm-hmm. But it keeps doing that because I increased the resolution, so it can only do it at a shorter period versus 30 minutes is probably 15 minutes now. Okay. You know, dang, I forgot. I lost my thought.
So, I just feel like with Dr. Sebi, I've tried to I looked up some good stuff on him. Like you said, he's a doctor. This man created a disease that these doctors swear up and down they can't find. They went to school for all these years. This man never went to college. Right. Never went to college, and he learned how to cure all these different diseases. You know.
The thing crazy. Is with America, not even America, just period. I said this before. It's about the money, yeah. And you can't raise too much awareness in this country. Like I forgot. Dang, I lost my train of thought. You keep talking. I'm gonna think about it.
Like you said, you can't raise too much awareness. Like they want everybody to play dumb. Mm-hmm. And if you start thinking outside the box, they're like, hold on now.
I got it.
You need to shut up.
Perfect example.
You need to shut up.
Perfect example of that. There is a documentary. I make so many recommendations. There is a documentary on Netflix called Who Killed Malcolm X. Watch that. Go watch that.
I did. I went and watched that.
And that's one of those things where you see like, okay, bro, they had enough. Like, whether it was, and no disrespect, whether it was the Nation of Islam or it was the American government, somebody had enough of him talking. And him bringing awareness to what he felt like was right and what he felt was wrong. People, and when you do that, you mess up money. So in that documentary, they discuss like how Malcolm was messing up the Nation of Islam money. But then they was also discussing like how the United States government was tired of trying to protect him, and they, that type of stuff happens, man. When you're a revolutionary person like that, and you, first of all, when you're a revolutionary, you have to mess up money. And when you mess up money, people usually mess you up.
Yeah. My thing with that is, like, I hate it because anytime we have a leader like that step up and try to make people aware, or they're okay when you doing it and nobody's listening. But if they start feeling you get a little, some traction, you getting some followers, people starting to actually pay attention to you, they definitely will set you up. And
that's why that doesn't happen as much anymore. So like, you wonder why people aren't assassinated in 2020 the way they were back in the 70s and 80s is because, first of all, anybody can have, like, Martin Luther King had a 1 million man march. That was one of the craziest things ever. He literally had 1 million people following him.
I want to cut you off so bad.
Go ahead.
No, I'm going to change the topic, so go ahead.
But today on social media, you can have millions of followers, right? Mm-hmm. Social media is so big and has brought us so close together that it drowns out any kind of noise. There would never be a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King today because you can't make enough noise for them not to be able to drown it out.
Okay, so one thing about it, you said before, you talked about how you want your ball players to shut up and play ball.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I didn't put it like that. But
you didn't put it like that. But you said I would prefer you to play ball and not.
I don't want to know your personal opinion. I don't want to know your personal opinion.
So my thing with that is you can see when you do it that way, you can't. It's hard to. When you try to come up from the ground up, it's hard to get people to listen, and it's easier for them to get rid of you once you got a certain amount of followers. But if you get those followers a certain way where they ain't paying attention to you, but you have a great amount of followers now, that's why LeBron James. I was talking about how LeBron James, now he's one of those athletes that speak out on politics and different things. He feels go on with the government, the president, or whatever the case is. I like the fact that he does speak up sometimes because he has that following now that,
but he can only do so much too. He also get put in his place as well. You realize that, right?
He does.
So remember the situation.
What I'm saying is he has the following where he can say certain stuff and they can't get rid of him.
Right. But they can shut him up. Remember the situation. Remember the situation with before the season with China and the Rockets, the Daryl Morley situation, where China was having these situations going on, social justice situations in China where they was basically trying to become free. And somebody from the Rockets said, they put up a post and said basically like, I agree, in agreement that China should be free. The Rockets have a huge amount of business in China. China said.
The NBA has a
correct.
huge amount of business.
So guess what? LeBron and a bunch of other players were in support of that, and then they got in trouble, and everybody started backtracking it. NBA like, no. We make money. So y'all not about to discuss China and their politics. Shut up. China will apologize. LeBron ain't gonna say nothing else. They literally, like immediately, they talked to James Harden and Westbrook. Both of them were like, I don't know what y'all talking about. But they got the mumble mouth.
But see, that don't have nothing to do with us. Now, I'm talking about if it has something to do with us,
But it doesn't matter, bro. Like, people will make you be quiet. Like, for instance, the coronavirus was going on just 22 days ago.
Now, this is the thing. People can't make you be quiet. You can choose to be quiet.
22 days ago, the coronavirus was becoming a big thing. And they told LeBron that we gonna have a game and y'all ain't playing with no fans in the stands. And LeBron said, I ain't playing without no fans in the stands. Then, behind the scenes, they had a conversation with LeBron. Then LeBron came back the next day and said, well, let's just talk about it. Like, let's reconsider it. Like, I apologize basically for what I said yesterday. We can discuss it. He had that conversation, bro. People not playing about their money.
I said
money.
I like the fact that he does it. I like the fact that he actually speaks out because he's a figure everybody follows.
But so, what's wrong with not saying
he can
anything?
Still speak because sometimes something don't need to be said, and sometimes voices down here it can't be heard. But when you have a big enough follower, where
I'm saying
if you say it can be heard.
But for instance, somebody like Steph, he stays out of the way. He doesn't deal with a lot of social issues. Is something wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That's what they want you to do. It's more thing to just be quiet and just making money.
Yeah.
But you gotta have that. You gotta have that one person that's gonna fight for other people.
For instance, Michael Jordan ain't fought for nobody ever.
And they talk
he
about that.
He open his mouth.
And they talk about that too.
But what's wrong with him living his life?
There's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, hey, just because you living great, you talk about all the other people. Your people who ain't living that good,
But you can help though. LeBron also helps. Like I respect him for that type of stuff more than I respect him for just talking.
Yeah.
Like I respect him for helping. Steph helps people. Like I prefer the people that put their money where their mouth is.
Well, you can't help enough. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your words can help more than your money can. Your money can't always stretch out to everybody.
But
sometimes, just by saying one thing, it makes everybody else aware of what you're doing.
Twitter fingers. Turn the trigger.
You better do both of them. I said, you don't have enough money to just stretch out and help everybody. Nobody has. He doesn't have enough money to just stretch out and help everybody. But sometimes you got better speak out for the next person,
I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I more so have a problem with it from athletes, bro. Not just shut up and dribble. That's not what I mean.
That's the thing. Like, if I don't, with LeBron, if LeBron was a regular, what? He didn't go to college. If LeBron was just a regular, if he worked anywhere else, and he wouldn't have the amount of followers he have. So if he has an opinion, and it might be a good opinion about how the world's treating certain people.
But I'm saying, like,
nobody would hear.
If LeBron
wouldn't that change? But if he has a big enough followers, if LeBron he used his platform, that's the only thing. What I'm saying is he used his platform. Look, Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a boxer, but he didn't talk about this boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he used his platform to be able to try to help other people. That's all.
I understand, like, but if LeBron wanted to stop playing basketball and be a full-time activist, I'm all for it. Colin Kaepernick essentially did that. He sacrificed his career.
To. LeBron don't have to. He could do both. See, Kaepernick could not do both. He couldn't. LeBron can do both.
I'm not saying you can't, but I mean, we're gonna always differ on that opinion. And hey, leave a comment in the comment section and let us know y'all thoughts. Should athletes talk? Should athletes not shut up and dribble, bro? But should they speak on social issues, or should they keep their politics and opinions to themselves?